Hey man,
What's up, bro? How you?
what's up? Good, just dealing with the cabin fever in the house.
You and me both, bro.
Oh man, it's crazy. Have you been able to work out and all still? Just being in the house?
We've been working out in the basement, in the park, in the backyard, anywhere we can, man.
Perfect. That's awesome. Yeah. All right. So I usually like to do like an intro of who I'm interviewing and how I met them, but I never met you yet. I'll be working the Philly special card, so then I'll be able to meet you. And all. So usually I work events with Raging Babe
Okay,
for her Philly events. Yeah.
right.
All right. So this is Damon Allen Jr. He's 16 1-1 with 5 knockouts. He's the main event on the Philly special card, June 19th against Steven Ortiz for the Pennsylvania lightweight belt. If there was like a Ric Flair Woo belt button, I would have want to hit that because this is like a very hyped fight, and I'm really excited for this thing to get down. Definitely.
Right.
All right, so I'm gonna start with like the basic questions first, and then we'll jump into the boxing ones. All right. So what part of Philly are you from?
I'm from West Philly.
From West Philly. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And then what age did you start boxing at?
I started boxing at like 7, 8, around there.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I've been
Okay.
boxing my whole life. Like I don't remember not boxing. Like
Yeah,
since
yeah,
Panthers.
yeah. Like I was reading an article on ESPN, and you have like a boxing family tree, which is crazy because your
Right.
your mom was a USA
My
boxing judge. Yeah,
Right.
and
My
then
mom was a USA boxing judge. My grandpa was. He had the gym for over like 50 years. My dad was a trainer.
wow,
Cousin was fighters. Like it run deep.
that is
Yeah.
awesome. And then also your dad was your coach and is your coach still. So how awesome
Yeah.
is that to have him there from the beginning and then all the way out too?
I mean, it's a lot. I mean, having your father as a coach though is also hard too
Yeah,
because, but I don't know. It's a family thing. You know, he always gonna be super sensitive. He gonna tell you everything the right way. Like,
yeah.
yeah. So that's dope. Like,
Yeah, no, it's like
yeah.
really cool, and plus it's kind of like a family thing anyway with like the Philly
Right.
boxers because you see like Jesse Hart has a nice family tree as well, and then Danny Garcia too. Yeah, so like it's really cool to have your family there with you. It could be good or bad, but like on your side, it looks like it's awesome. Yeah,
Yeah,
really
yeah,
cool.
work all together. Don't nobody got too much pride for nothing. If we need somebody else help to step in, they'll step in. He'll play like the little corner. Like, do they anybody they do anything to like kind of like get me to that next level?
Hmm.
Like at the end of the day, like everybody put their pride aside, ego aside,
Oh
and
yeah.
try to let the fighter get better and better.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah,
really cool to hear. So when I was reading, you had an amazing amateur background. So let's touch up on amateurs. Like, when did you first jump into amateurs, and what was like your record and all, and some of your achievements and all?
right. My first fight was 8. I was 8 years old. I lost. I remember losing my first fight though.
Oh,
I lost my first like 2 fights, and then after that, I ain't lose for like a good like 6 years. But as an amateur, I had like at least like 200 and some fights. I'm not pretty
wow.
sure. Couple losses, like probably like 15 losses out of 200. Um, Probably like 8 national championships, and I made it to Olympic trials. Unfortunately, I lost in Olympic trials, but I was the youngest person in Olympic trials to make it that far. It was like it was dope.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So usually I'd like to do a follow-up question on this. Like, this is one of my favorite ones to follow up with amateurs. So it doesn't have to be your last fight in amateurs, but like, when did you know as Damon Allen Jr. that you were ready to jump pro?
Um, all my parents turned pro before me, and I kind of like stayed around for another year. And like that last year I stayed around, I was kind of like slacking off. It was getting boring being an amateur, and then I was like,
Oh,
all right,
okay.
it's time. Like I'm not even having fun with the whole headgear on, fighting for prize. I want money now. I want to travel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool. So my next question I have. So I know you're signed with Golden Boy.
No, I'm
Um,
not signed with Golden Boy.
oh no. Okay, sorry,
No,
man.
yeah, no, I was signed with Golden Boy, but no, not no more.
Oh, okay. So who you signed with now, or are you just playing it
Managed
out?
managed by Split T and Brian Bull McIntyre up there in Omaha. So just got management team right now.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I seen that so like of course unfortunately the virus postponed the fight, but I saw you were working out with Bud Crawford and everyone up there. So what was that experience like?
It was good. It wasn't my first time up there. It's just they just make me step my level up and push my talents to like the next level. Like so like a lot more structure up there. Pretty dope.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, that must have been awesome experience because Bud, I met him in AC for the Jesse Hart fight. He's like kind of a quiet guy, I guess maybe because
No,
like now
probably
I
to
was in,
you,
yeah,
not to
yeah,
us.
maybe to me, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's actually cool. So let's talk about your pro debut fights. This is also one of my favorite
Uh,
questions too. So your first fight was at Harris Casino, April 19th, 2013, and it was a fourth round knockout against Joseph Amid. So what were your nerves like? Were you like nervous, or was it like everyday business for you since you had a big background of amateurs?
it wasn't nervousness. It was more so like, all right, damn, I got the hair off now. We fight with no shirts on now. But once I seen him come out the ring with like basketball shirts on, it
Oh
was
my God, did he really?
yeah, all the nervousness went out the window after that. I was like, all right, I'm gonna get this guy out there, which I did, and then that was the only fight I was really nervous. Like outside of that fight, I wasn't really. I don't really be nervous. Like it's more so it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Like
Okay.
that's kind of attitude you gotta have. Do or die. It's gonna be what it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. So my next question, of course, we don't have to go into depth about the fight and all, but I usually like to ask this because there's a lot of ups and downs in sports. So I
Right,
just wanted to ask you about the first loss and how did you handle it against Jonathan Navarro? So like, of course, we don't have to talk about the
right,
fight and
right.
all because I'm a real one, so I don't want to bring up any bad memories. But
No, no, no.
I just wanted to talk about like your feelings, like how did you handle it? Like, were you like
I
mad,
feel like
upset?
no, of course I was upset. I'm a sore loser, so I was like mad, but like a lot like transpired in that fight, like leading up to it. Like 3 weeks before, my grandpa like turned to a vegetable. That's my head trainer who like trained everybody. He turned to a vegetable, had a stroke while I was sparring, and then it was like Kent went haywire after that. Like
Uh,
everybody's running around with like with their heads cut off. Like what we gonna do now? So we still went to the fight. Was a little off focus because like clearly that's my great grandfather. Like
right, yeah,
he
of
been to
course.
every fight. It's kind of like people see like outside of that fight. I was looking outside the ring because usually he right there on the side. I was still looking outside the ring, but he wasn't there. So it's like mentally, I wasn't just in there. But I was mad. You know what I mean? It kind of made me like it's sad to say, it kind of made me a better fighter because
Right.
like me, like now, all right, my do's, my don'ts, what to do, take it more serious, training harder, which I did. So yeah, made me a better fighter.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Thank you so much for answering that because like I know like a lot of
Yeah,
times it could be tough to answer that, but like you and everyone have been amazing just answering that just to
no,
get the feelings
yeah,
and all. Yeah. Cool. All right. And then so even though you've had like 18 total fights and you're gonna have a lot more, what was your favorite win so far, would you say?
my favorite one. Uh, my favorite one had to be probably when I fought. Damn, I forget his name. Well, I fought on ESPN and I fought in Boston against. It was a tall guy. He had to be like 5'9" ish, so he had to be like 6'1".
Oh wow,
So
okay.
yeah, I forget the guy name, but it was like I had trouble making weight. I don't know why. Like now it's easy making weight, but back then I was kind of like I wasn't. I ain't gonna say undisciplined, but I was younger. I didn't know how to really cut weight, so I didn't make weight for the fight. We got fined.
Damn.
I was at LA Fitness all day in saunas, losing mad weight. It was just like a bad. Like I didn't feel good going into the fight, so like I felt sick. I went to the fight. Like the first round I did good. Went out boxing, fighting my fight. I looked good. Second round, it was like damn, all my energy from making weight, it just was gone. So
Oh,
from there, I just like stepped to him and we just like banged it out. Like not bang it out to the point I was getting hit. He was more so getting hit, but it was like a crowd pleasing fight. So like that was
gotcha.
my best fight. And I kind of like won it. Like I like didn't win the fight. I took the fight. Like which was pretty dope. It was like one of
Yeah.
them things you see in the movies.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And then it looks like someone in the comments wrote the guy's name was Alex Del Bosque.
Oh
Does that sound
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah.
him.
That's my little brother right there, right in
That's
the
it.
top.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Man, he must. he must have all your fights all written down and stuff.
Yeah, probably.
um,
Right.
so it's actually cool that you touched up on making weight. So this is also one of my favorite questions to ask the boxers too. So what's it like to cut weight and your workout? Like when you're gearing up for a fight, like what are some of the foods that you cut out? So like a lot of the boxers I talk to, so like Stephen Fulton Jr. and Shinard Scrap Bunch, they say that they eat whatever they want and then they burn it off through just like working out. So like, is there like certain foods that you have to cut out?
I mean, I can. It's like two sides of that. I can speak from how you did it, like in the past, how I did it, like in the future. So like,
Okay.
I mean, as of now, like before, I used to just like eat whatever I want, and then 2 weeks before, try to cut the weight, which is like a bad way of doing
Can't
it.
imagine, yeah.
But like, as of like the last like 4 or 5 years, like I eat healthy all year round. I work out basically every day. I run. I kind of stay like 10 to 12 pounds, like close to my weight, so I won't have to have that hard cut. So it's like I eat what I want. I don't really eat bad on a regular though. I eat fish, chicken. I don't eat dairy. I'm lactose intolerant. I'm not really
Okay.
a sweet eater, so I kind of eat healthy all year round. I kind of work out, so I'm like never out of shape. Like going to camp is just like it takes like 1 week to really get back. So it's yeah. So like basically like you just gotta live a boxing lifestyle all year round because it's not like a sport where you got off season
Right,
where you
yeah.
can take off. You kind of like gotta stay like borderline ready at all times.
Literally, yeah. In
Yeah.
case like someone calls you too for like a last minute bout too. Yeah,
Right.
you always gotta stay on point.
Right.
Yeah, I also feel your pain on the lactose, but I cannot stay away from pizza and cheesesteak. So I just
Right. No,
like,
sometimes I eat chocolate and it's like it's bad. It gets bad, but yeah, I'm lactose intolerant, so I don't really mess with the milk, cheese, none of that.
gotcha, man. Yeah, that's my Achilles heel probably
Right.
with the cheese. Okay, so let's talk about Philly Special. So how did that come apart? Because I know like Philly fighters don't really like fighting each other. So like, how did you wind up agreeing to this, and how did this get brought up?
Honestly, I don't know. I mean, prior to my last fight, I haven't fought in Philly in about like 5 years. So
Okay.
like I fought in LA a lot. I was trying to go to
Yeah.
work. So, which I mean, a gift and a curse fighting in LA, but after a while, you like, all right, man, I want to go fight on the East Coast. I'm gonna fight home. But
Right.
so my first fight was there like last October. So first fight here. So fought here for the first time in 5 years, and then I was like, all right, like I took off some time. I got my fight back. Like I'm in my groove now. Training up there, better circumstances training. So I'm just like, all right, what's next? So then I was offered the fight, and it was like a no-brainer. Like,
Okay.
you beat this fight, you get in the top 15.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, a little belt up for more of the stakes. Everything was good, and I was like, and it's at home, Philly versus Philly. Like, all right, like, so be it. As a sport, like, it's gonna be
Exactly.
what it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, have you ever met him or seen him fight before, or no? Like,
As a pro, no. As an amateur, probably like a couple times. I know we fought in one tournament together, and that was the National Golden Gloves. But outside the National Golden Gloves, like as an amateur, no, I've been consistent. I don't think he really been consistent his whole career. Let him tell it. So
right.
like,
Okay.
only been with him in one tournament, seen him around at like local shows, stuff like that. But yeah, I know some Souza.
Okay. So if you could give me a prediction for Damon Allen Jr. coming out with this dub, what would you say?
One, of course, outstanding. Yeah, I mean KO or decision, however way it go, I'm coming out victorious.
Okay, cool. So my last question's a fun one. I've been doing a poll, so far I've been the dark horse on this one. What's your favorite cheesesteak place? Obviously, you don't need a lot of cheese, but maybe get like a plain or chicken cheesesteak. So, what's your favorite spot in Philly? Would you say?
It's
Oh,
Kabibbles.
Ishkabibbles. Okay,
Yeah,
so
it's Kabibbles South Street.
okay, yes. So
Yeah.
that one's like top. It's like that or Jim's. So far, I've
Yeah.
been going back and forth. Mine has the only vote. It's Tony Luke's on South Philly.
Oh no, that's a
Yeah.
bad joint right there. No,
Yeah.
no, it's even Ishkabibbles. It was Jim. It used to be a Jim's in West Philly, but they shut it down. It was Jim's in West Philly or Ishkabibbles, one or the other.
Okay.
Top two cheesesteaks. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't been to Ish Kabibbles yet, but I'll have to try that.
It's a
Definitely. Yeah.
poppy store near Philly too.
Is
It
it? Okay.
tastes,
I have to check it out.
it tastes better than anything.
Cool. Well, Dame, thank you so much for your time. I'm really excited for this fight. I'm hoping and praying that, of course, this virus
I know.
hopefully
Me and you
wraps up
both,
here.
man.
Oh my God, yeah, because I can't afford another pushback or anything. So I'm hoping and praying that we're all good for the fight and all. Yeah.
I know. I'm watching the news, CNN, like every day, every morning, every night, just trying to figure out. But I mean, fingers crossed. But it is not looking too good. But fingers crossed. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
man. Yeah, so yeah, I'm just hoping. But thank you so much for your time. It was really nice meeting you, and I will
Definitely,
see
man.
you on
Appreciate
fight
it.
night. Definitely.
Definitely. See you June 19th.
Oh yeah,
I will.
definitely. Thanks so much, Dame. All right, so that was Damon Allen Jr. Great personality and a talker for sure. Really looking forward to seeing him fight June 19th.